It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. Still in awe of his last game, passing Norm Van Brocklin's 1951 mark of 554 passing yards. It's the Commanders and the 49ers, and it's all up next.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely, and you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm Van Brocklin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951, and he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now, has been set anew. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll take a shot for the end zone, and this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
From the 31, Mahomes. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And he's He's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. This defense for the Commanders is very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And we're going to stop playing here at least momentarily. It looks like there was a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him and lead us to the center. The Commanders bring out the nickel package on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. This is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
throwing on first down is Mahomes. That'll be caught by Eric Ezukama. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw going into the hands of Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running left, Taylor down to about the 37. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throw complete there to Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Play action. Now it's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. So often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. We can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Tua sets up to pass it. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And some room to run now. 92 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach. Back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Back to Taylor on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Got his man, it's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Forced out to his left. Finding his target is Trey McBride. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to...
Touchdown, Washington. Eric Ezukama, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Eric Ezukama closed things out with a touchdown grab. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. We'll go down to a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Able to get this into McBride. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So 1 play and they're just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Able to connect with Dotson. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. They go play fake. Mahomes. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Pass complete as Okama with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to pass to him. And he's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense back out there. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also with offensive line.
Under pressure, they got him again. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is taken in by McBride. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Quick slant, Dotson. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Mahomes now to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Elijah Mitchell ready to get back to work with the rest of the 49er offense.
And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you need to learn how to back up.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
Ready. Check right. Blue check. Right one.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. It'll be 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like Patriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Taken down by Pete Werner. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this one to Ezekama. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mahomes now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Able to do that there, but still good yardage. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me hands classes in his background with his footwork.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Tua. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Try the right side with Mitchell. So we pause for an injured player, and now what you want to see, Juju Smith-Schuster, he's in some pain out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Corners are known for their ability to cover, but those that will stick their nose in against the running game, that's a bonus for any team. And what a nice play right there, tackling him for a loss.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This from 32 yards away. Blankenship's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Now Mahomes on the bootleg.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor,
his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
Let's go now. Opposite, green, quick, yellow.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you run,
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Here we go, back.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Tua, and that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Tua going to throw.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
The Pro Bowl Aaron Donald gets the sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for John. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Tua out to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Dependable safety valve. All games they went back to the most first was coming. Just unable to connect. So the play results in no gain.
Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Tua now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And that's incomplete. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Tua setting up shop to throw again. On the slant, complete to Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running left, here's Mitchell. Nothing doing, barely able to muster a yard. 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Pass complete as Okama with it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And now another one thrown incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He's got this complete to Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the run. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Taylor punching it in from a yard away. And Washington able to strike for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 31.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that one. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards, first down Niners. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. He's got it to Williams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Mahomes going to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown Washington. C.D. Lamb. 35 yards. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that caught. So we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and our quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left through the 3rd and 3. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mahomes, he's got Azukama. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Now Mahomes. That's complete to McBride. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Mahomes. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Eric Ezukama, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Eric Ezukama closed things out with a touchdown grab. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. This is caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and
rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket.
They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
This is taken in by McBride. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Able to connect with Dotson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more important.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. They find some open field here. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, Tagovailoa going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Mahomes rolling to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just won't pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this one to Ezekama. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Eric Ezekama, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
His throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Tua going to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And got his man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Tua. Now the ball comes loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return will stop right around the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Now here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second down and goal. Tua flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it'll be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. When the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover, they hold on 4th and goal. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Six yards left on second down. They run once more with Taylor. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Dixon has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation, and they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted, and down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Pass complete as Okama with it. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this throw caught left side. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua, it's caught. Mitchell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final go?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't want this at all.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final try for Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.